The majestic five-story structure that looms in front of you is arguably the most impressive of all the U.S. state capitol buildings. In true Texas style, it's actually taller than the national capitol in Washington, D.C., on which it was modeled. Built in what is known as Renaissance Revival style, its architecture recalls that of 15th and 16th century Italy, which in turn echoed that of ancient Greece and Rome. The walls are constructed from Texas red granite, which is what gives it that distinctive pinkish hue. 4,000 carloads of granite were hauled over to Austin from the nearby quarry town of Marble Falls on a specially built railroad. The whole project took 6 years and cost almost $4 million, the equivalent of about $75 million today. Upon completion in 1888, it was said to be the 7th largest government building in the world. The 500-foot-long, limestone-curbed pathway that links Congress Avenue to the Capitol, known as the Great Walk, is lined with monuments and statues recalling some of the most important moments and people in Texas history. The statue immediately preceding the doorway, on the west side, is dedicated to the Terry's Rangers, and the monument on the east side is called the Heroes of the Alamo. Erected in 1891, its pillars are proudly inscribed with the names of those who lost their lives fighting for Texas independence against the Mexican Army of Santa Anna. On either side of the front doors, flanking the entranceway, notice the two 24-pounder howitzer cannons presented by Major General Thomas Jefferson Chambers in 1836 to the Republic of Texas. If you direct your attention to the top of the Capitol Dome, you will see the Goddess of Liberty, one of the most beloved statues in Texas. The original goddess, cast in zinc, was replaced by an aluminum replica in 1986. The original is now in the nearby Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum. Inside, in the extension, there is an interesting display of photographs showing, among other things, the new statue being hoisted into place by helicopter. This was part of an extensive $187 million restoration project that resulted from a fire in 1983, which had threatened to destroy the building. Texas has actually had 4 Capitol buildings. In 1839, Austin was created as the first permanent capital city of what was then the independent Republic of Texas. Its first Capitol building was an unassuming wood structure on the corner of what is now 8th and Colorado Streets, right through until 1852, in fact, when a new limestone Capitol was built here on the present site. That, however, was destroyed by a trash fire, accidentally started by a janitor in 1881. So while plans for a new, more lasting and grandiose structure were being devised, a temporary Capitol was installed nearby. The imposing new building, the one you see before you today, was finally completed in 1888. 11 years later, the temporary building burned down. Its foundations can still be seen across the road, on the southwest corner of 11th and Congress. If you have time, feel free to take a walk around and explore further. Some would say the beauty of the Capitol's exterior is surpassed by its interior. Don't miss the wonderful rotunda gleaming in the natural light beneath the stunning dome. This magnificent internal dome would be tall enough to house the Statue of Liberty. If the legislature is in session, you can even observe the proceedings from the viewing balconies on the 3rd floor. To the north are the Lady Bird Johnson Flower Gardens, sitting on top of the elaborate 1993 4-story underground extension. Befitting its lofty status and historical importance, the Texas State Capitol is an imperious, nobly impressive place. In 1986, it was designated a National Historic Landmark for its significant contribution to American history.